Speaking of the ball,
40.
he actually took that checkout out in the first leg of his match against Leonard Gates. Couldn't match it in the second of the semi. This is on. 140 to set up the 120.
80.
But Coulson can't complete the combo.
Tops for a 2-0 lead.
Game shot in the second leg.
And Graham Usher is not messing around here. 2 darts at Tops, 2 hit. He did Coulson take out some big finishes so far, but the 144 is not going to go. So Usher will have the opportunity to cruise
60.
to the first set.
47.
Double top.
27. Daniuka 84.
Coulson off the hook for now.
And you feel this has to go just to give him something to cling on to, something to build on. Bullseye for Coulson. Brilliant. Slap bang in the middle of the ball.
Well, he might be hitting the £30,000 jackpot tonight. That is sensational. Derek Coulson had this leg pretty much wrapped up. He still might put the ribbon on it. Double 10. On the wire.
You could hear the click of the wire as Coulson threatened the 140 finish. But now Usher looking to break back and level up. And he can't find it. Coulson lives again. The 177 was in vain.
And the same target that he's just seen his opponent miss is the one he's trying to hit. Good guide. Oh, wow. Well, the first start was the wrong side. The last one was a total mess.
But the madhouse for Usher.
3.
And he can't take it.
10.
A bit of tension. Is the occasion starting to dawn on this darting duo? Coulson keeps his cool.
With clarity of thought right now. But this is unusual territory for both. A semi-final of a TV major.
100. Graham Carr 133.
But the shot's on. 73 remaining. I think he's changed his mind again here. He was going to go treble 19, opted for treble 11 to Teal. His favourite double top. That was sweet from Graham Usher.
It gets him down to a manageable finish. But Usher is going to be on something low. How low? Fabulous. That's twice he's done that now, Chris.
Well, last time Coulson was on 140 and nearly took it out. 113 is an easier out shot. He's changed his mind now. And he's going to get a dart. Just checking with the referee. 56 is the remainder. So double top.
73. Graham Carr 20.
Looks a great guide. And it is. Graham Usher leads 2-0 at the break. That was a nervy set from both players, but the gambler is in control. 2-0 up in a race to 3. That man is a set away from the World Seniors final, Chris Murphy.
Yeah, and I know.
You saw Graham Usher look to the sky there. He knows that he made the mistake.
20. Graham Carr 20.
Any other game, they've been going in for Coulson.
Game shot in the second leg. Graham Usher. Third leg
It's almost there.
First. Game on.
2 sets up, 2 legs up. Coulson to just try to force Graham Usher into some trouble, and it might have worked.
57. Graham Carr 24.
A fabulous setup from Coulson has given him the opportunity, but the way his darts lie is that awkward. I'm not sure how much he can see.
12.
Well, it's been his week,
16.
hasn't it, Derek Coulson, but it most certainly hasn't been his night. Double top.
Game
And it is glory for the gambler, who rolls on at the World Seniors Darts Championship. Graham Usher defeats Derek Coulson in straight sets to put himself in the final.
The gambler has done it. He has beaten Coulson. The 33-1 outsider at the start of the tournament is now one game from glory.
Gary was sitting on doubles every time.
Yeah, I remember, even though I was at the PDC, I remember watching it. There's a couple 274 finishes that were just incredible under the pressure.
Yeah, there was also a 94 where he hit the big one with his first up, then rescued it. Here comes 17. Steve Beaton in the swing of things very quickly, backs away the maximum from Montgomery and doubles his lead in the first set. Come on then, Steve.
Requires 170.
Not going to treat us to the maximum checkout, but he's in a very good spot to
60.
wrap up this opening set.
Do you think if it had gone, we'd seen the Luke Littler reel it in celebration from Stevie B?
Somehow I don't think it's quite his style.
30.
Montgomery can't lay a glove on him at the moment. 110 for Beaton. Treble 18. Now just setting up.
53.
Montgomery does not look happy at all. Over pitching him, under pitching him. No
45.
rhythm to his game whatsoever at the moment. But tops for the opening set. 10s for Beaton.
Game on the first
in
set.
the blink of an eye, Stevie B
Beaton
has taken the opening set
Second
on
set,
the Montgomery
first leg.
darts.
Steve to throw first.
The bronze Adonis.
Game on.
A slow approach.
Game on the second set. Ross
And it pays
Montgomery.
off. Montgomery gets himself into this semi-final. It took him a while to settle, but once he did, he started to repeat the kind of form that he's produced in the rest of the tournament. And he has the momentum going in to the latter stages of this game.
No.
And
94.
that setup is absolutely fine for Ross Montgomery. This time, are we going to see someone pressurised? It looks like we are.
140. Ross requires 40.
But the boss looking at tops to re-establish that lead in the third set. Clinical, brilliant from Montgomery.
Ross Montgomery, fourth leg.
It didn't matter that he could feel Steve Beaton's presence in the leg.
This is a chance. These are the moments we were talking about.
A champion doing champions things. And again, Montgomery waits for the noise to die down, but I don't think the noise is going to die down tonight.
140.
It's a Beaton wonderland, and Montgomery does not like being in it. Look at that glance to the audience.
He is not enjoying this right
44.
now.
Ross requires 164.
Well, that's not wise, Ross. Had a little glance at the referee as well. It was the full crowd singing. I don't think he can take exception to that, and he's not going to endear himself to them. And we've had conversations where one thing that he's done is handled the audience well, because it's not always the case with Ross Montgomery, but he's in danger of letting it get to him here. If he takes out this 80 when he comes back, there could be an explosion of emotion from the Scotsman.
Yeah, this is the most pivotal part of this match, because this is on the Montgomery darts. The crowd are getting involved. They are willing their man on, Steve Beaton. But in the blink of an eye, the boss could silence them if he can find tops. But I'm not sure how much he can see. Is that a blocker dart? That's brilliant. And look at it. The swagger from him. He's not happy at all, is he? As he looks over to the family area, giving it to him.
Fourth set, first leg. Steve to throw first. Game on.
Get the sense Montgomery feels like he's going to explode at any moment.
I actually think, and I can't be certain, but just from what I'm hearing, it's an over-enthusiastic supporter of his.
Oh yeah, I heard "Come on, Ross" there as much as you did.
Game's on the third.
Well, it's Steve who's making his move. It was inadvertent, that check. That wasn't meant to be a double-double finish, but he'll take it. And he'll take a 2-1 lead in this set. But it's set up a shot where he'll get a data double, barring a disaster.
98. Ross requires
But it could have been
76.
better. This is Montgomery's moment.
76 for a place in the final. It may only be a dart of the ball. That's a disaster. And he's not even going to get that, Chris Murphy.
Well, I said
36.
He'll get a dart barring a disaster. He had the disaster. Beaten once again, has had a reprieve. How many lives has he got in this tournament? Yeah, he's gone for tops
60.
to leave double. Montgomery shakes his head. He knows he's off the hook here. Can he get it done now?
Montgomery for a place in the final. Looks at tops. Can he use it? He can! Ross Montgomery is into the final. The boss beats Beaton to book a place against Graham Usher. He blows a kiss to the family area, and he is one happy man, Chris Murphy.
Yeah, Ross Montgomery enjoying the moment in the end. Don't think he enjoyed much of the match. If he did, he didn't show it. But he'll be very, very happy to go through. And now look, he's dancing with his supporters. Go on, Ross. Steve Beaton exits the stage. It is photo time for Ross Montgomery, who held himself together after threatening to capitulate, and you have to give him full credit for that.
Yeah, you do. He could have lost his head completely, but he recomposed himself and look,
His own supporters.
or we could say living on a stair.
100.
So a ton for Montgomery. Good first leg. Settled quickly, the Scot.
140. Ross requires
There is
16.
pressure applied though from Usher. Gives Montgomery something to think about. But when you're in a final, the first leg is a settler. Do not want to be making a mess of this. And it's getting nervy.
8. Graham requires 53.
Few pantomime cheers as he missed there. Usher takes aim at tops. That should be a usable marker.
33.
Bevered off the flight, diverted from the double.
Ross requires 8.
They've both had chances in the opener. Neither has taken them so far. Now he's chasing. Madhouse for Montgomery.
Game
Pins
from
it.
the first leg. Ross
Ross Montgomery
second
does
leg.
hold
Graham
in the
to
opener,
throw
but
first.
not without a bit of drama. Now all of a sudden, that 100 just becomes a little bit more difficult. I think he's going to have to move over slightly just to open up the angle. Can't
60.
take it, so opportunity for Graham Usher to get his
requires
final
68.
account opened.
Tops is the choice.
48. Ross requires 40.
Not happening so far for the man from Scarborough.
Game's
And the
on
first
the first
set
set.
is
Ross
sealed
Montgomery, second
by the
set, first
Scotsman
leg,
with the
Graham to
minimum
throw
of
first.
fuss, and it feels like a good time to remind viewers that Scotland has had
180.
a total monopoly on the World Seniors Darts Championship. Could only find black. And now looking for the red bit at the top, Ross Montgomery, to make him pay.
25.
That would have been painful. I wonder, after missing all those darts, does he think about a split
10.
here, a change of plan? Carries on, straight for it. It sneaks in the top corner. He does release a roar.
Ross to throw
And Graham Usher is finally up and running in this World Championship final.
Graham Usher won the world title.
Oh, he could have been turning on the style
99.
there. Montgomery 150
Ross requires 150.
save this set.
Graham requires 68.
Tops.
Games on the second set.
And he enjoyed that.
Graham Usher.
But it took him a little bit of time to settle into this final, but Graham Usher now is loving life on the senior stage. He levels up the set score.
The boss's darts. And for most players, double 19 is an issue, but the way Graham Usher's darts land,
60.
maybe not so.
Graham requires 38.
Well, he's decided to split second dart.
Games
That's
on the
bold,
third
it's
leg.
brave,
Graham Usher.
but it's brilliant.
Fourth leg, Graham to throw first.
Yeah, which was quite, no, I was going to say it's weird, but when you think about it, it's not, because if you go inside on dart 2, you then don't get to use dart 3, so I get the logic, even though
45.
it would have been a nice lie just to sit one on top, because Usher has already missed 7 set darts.
Now he's taking his time. Well, the pair are having a little chat. Fancy a Chinese after all, pal?
Oh, why not? What are you having?
Well, that might just settle him down. That might have been a good idea. Double 5.
15.
It hasn't worked. Montgomery shaking
Ross
his head.
requires 40.
He engaged Ross Montgomery there. Now Montgomery trying to keep his focus. He wants tops. He gets tops. He's on top
Ross
in this final. Giving him advice. A tap of the head tells him to calm down.
Set, first leg.
Graham Usher looks
Graham
confused
to
by
throw
that.
first. Game on.
What on earth?
Says BetGoodwin. Come on, Graham.
That is as close as anyone's come to achieving the
94.
darting Holy Grail. Applause from the audience. And that could, in a way, just settle him down a little bit. A welcome distraction.
81. Graham requires 47.
Well, this is new. He's moved away from tops.
Games on the fourth
And it's
leg.
worked in the end.
Graham Usher.
Break
Fifth
back,
leg.
2-2.
Graham to throw
And now he
first.
wants the set score to be the same.
Ross requires 120.
This next passage of play is going to shape the final. 120 for Montgomery, and if it keeps them straight, he's going to get a dart. He will get a dart for 3-1 in the seniors final. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Ross Montgomery. Usher missed the dart to level up, and the boss steps in. He leads 3-1.
First leg, Ross to throw first.
What about a brilliant moment? I feel certain he would have gone for it, and he's just showed us he would have got it.
But more importantly, he tees up tops. Remember, this would only be a hold.
100. Graham requires 40.
Tapped on the shoulder by Montgomery.
Come back.
And he hasn't been going for tops, remember, as well. Double 10.
Games on the fourth leg.
Montgomery on his back turned. He hears game shot. We get
An absolute disaster.
Graham requires 140.
Can't bail himself out either. It looks so promising, this, for Graham Usher. Now,
118.
like his walk-on song, he really is living on a prayer.
Treble 19 leaves tops. The importance.
Games
The boss is in complete control. 4-1 up despite the 180 in that leg from Graham Usher. He's fluffed his lines, and Montgomery is on the verge of being seniors world champion, Chris Murphy.
To move within one of winning the Seniors Darts World Championship. Double 16 for 2-0 in what he hopes is the last set.
65.
Yeah, the miss doesn't matter there because Graham Usher is not on a finish.
99. Russell Carr, 16.
And he's still not on a finish. So Ross Montgomery is going to go within a leg of being the seniors world champion.
Getting shown the second leg.
And that's exactly where he finds himself.
Montgomery, this is your moment. Savour it, because it may not happen again for the title, Chris Murphy.
Pulled that one a bit, double 10. Groans from the audience.
20.
It's getting a little bit pantomime out there. He won't like this, and he won't like it if Graham Usher produces a moment of wonder.
Well, Usher put his darts down. He wasn't expecting to return,
90.
but he will.
Carr,
Can't hit. Montgomery, take 2.
And it is
and the winner of the 2000
Montgomery's moment.
BetGoodwin World Seniors
And the boss,
It's Ross
Montgomery,
Montgomery
can now call himself a world champion as the Seniors World Championship stays in Scotland after another dominant darting display from a Scottish star at the Seniors. Arm round the runner-up, Graham Usher. There were a few strange moments between them in that final, but Montgomery, in the end, did a demolition job.
Yeah, the one.
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful final. Thank you so much for your wonderful support here at the Circus Tavern. Graham, if you could just have a couple of minutes with yourself. You've got a wonderful tournament, wonderful debut, of course, here this week at the Tavern, but missed opportunities possibly there in that final?
I never got going from the start, really. I struggled. Maybe ran out of steam, I don't know, lack of experience on it, on the big stage. Ross put me under pressure. He played well and deserved to win without a shadow of a doubt. And he's been brilliant. Well done, mate.
And of course, I think sets 3, 4 and 5 in the 10 darts, maybe in set 3, did that play on your mind, or are you okay to push that to one side and move on? Because he kept snatching those sets off you, important sets.
Yeah, it did, but it was the last sort of dart, and you know, I don't know. Look, it is what it is. You know, the game's done. It's no good going over it too much. I never really give the crowd a decent game, but look, you know, what a champion! What a champion, man!
And absolutely. And after that third set, there was a moment he was almost giving you a little bit of advice. I don't think I've ever seen this in a major darts match.
Yeah, no, that's what threw me off, I think.
Oh, there's a way. Oh, there was a method to his thinking there. No, it was just great to see the camaraderie in obviously the sort of the respect between you two. So, well, thank you so much for the excitement you've given us over the last few days here, ladies and gentlemen. Your BetGoodwin World Seniors Finalist of 2025, the gambler Graham Usher. Thank you so much, Graham.
Well done, Ross.
So there we go. The debut here at the Tavern is ended with a trophy. It's not a bad way to start off your seniors career.
Yeah, it's not bad, but yeah, I played last year. Jason, to set up the seniors tour. Darryl Fitton was at me for ages when I got my card. Yeah, you're coming to seniors, and I came and I done okay. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I came here this year with fantastic news that I'm going to be a granddad.
Oh, hey, this is fantastic, and absolutely, and it shows what it means to you. And I mean, you've beat some class acts this week, and some wonderful names in the world of darts. When you turned up, you know, when you arrived here, did you think this was possible? I've asked you this question before. You said yes, and I know you're going to say yes, but I'm going to ask you again. Did you think there's a chance you'd be lifting this evening?
No.
No.
I came back from the ADC. I'd hit a couple of 90s. As I said, they don't put averages on trophies. Fantastic players, and the players that are in the seniors have been here long before. And my big brother Martin Adams taught me how to play the game 30 years, and honestly, and I'm over the moon. And I dedicate this to my 2 grandchildren that's coming soon.
Ah, tremendous! It's wonderful. It's going to be a good year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a good year, but I don't know if I've got time to play darts.
Well, we need you to. We need you to. And say the final itself, I just mentioned, of course, on the third set, obviously the missed start, I think 10, obviously for Graham. And a little bit of advice at the end when you're saying to Graham, calm down, concentrate.
Yes, because I've played Graham before, and many times what time is it? Well, it's after the watershed. He's kicked my ass many times because he's a fantastic player. And I try to say to him at the stage here, I says, Graham, just calm and just be yourself, son. If you win, you win. You just calm down. This is all about a game of darts. It's not. And Graham's a fantastic player. He'll be back, and he will be kicking backsides. He will be.
And because he never gives you a moment up there, because those 180s and the power scoring, he is relentless. You are relentless, Graham. You are. I mean, at the moment, you might not feel like it, but he never gives you a moment's peace, and you're never safe until that final double goes in.
I was watching him in the practice room earlier on. I was like, I'm not watching this anymore. I walked out. It was 180, 180, 177, 180. I'm like, Graham, sit down and give somebody else a shot on the practice board.
Well, I'll tell you what a wonderful few days of entertainment you've given us. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, we'll lift the trophy in a moment. Give it up, of course. There he is. Of course, he is Ross, the boss, Montgomery. Thank you, Ross.